Hey guys, welcome back. It's winter here. It's a little cold, and we all knew this was going to happen eventually. It's cold outside. We want to get this thing started here. This truck's been sitting outside for I don't know months. Hasn't been started in a couple weeks now, and we are in the single digits here. So as you can see, there's still some snow on it, and I want to get it started up. I want to make sure the glow plug system works in this truck. I have not started this truck since it's been cold. So want to make sure that it works. Now, I have another video up about glow plugs and how to upgrade your system. So I'm going to show you some upgrades we made to this truck as well. But the first thing I want to do is I want to get this hood open, show you what we did, and see if it actually starts. So we have the batteries disconnected on this because it does just sit out here, and there has not been a charger on these. And I have a thermal gauge here. So let's see if we can get you to see what the temperature is on this. So it's a little chilly. So the batteries are disconnected. I'm going to go ahead and hook them up. Not even going to tighten them. I'm going to go ahead and show you what we did to this. So you can see that there's a fuse down here. All right. This fuse runs up, it loops around here and comes up here. Okay. So that would be this bottom one here that's a little harder to see. This is the same gauge cable as this one here. And it runs all the way over to the glow plug relay here. Now this is an upgrade that you guys can do to your trucks. The original cable is very, very small. I do believe it's around a 4 gauge. So whenever you're doing a glow plug system upgrade and you're worried about it starting in the cold and you want to get all the voltage you possibly can to that relay, to the glow plugs, that's a great upgrade. So let's see if this thing's actually going to start. So before we start onto this, the way that these trucks are designed, the glow plug system will stay on for up to 2 minutes. So when you turn the key on, you can turn the key on, your wait to start light will go away. Now, that doesn't mean that the glow plugs have turned off. That only means that's as long as the PCM thinks you need to start the truck. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that for you. So I'll grab the camera, bring it inside the truck here, which is a mess because this truck isn't anywhere near done, and show you exactly how long I leave the glow plugs on. And we'll try to listen for the relay as well. All right, now we're inside the truck. Turn the key on. You can see the wait to start lights on. You can hear my vacuum pump outside. You can see the voltmeter is very, very low. Fuel pump's running. And we're just going to let this thing sit here for a minute or two. Now you can still see that the voltmeter is still down, and I'm not going to speed this video up because I want you to see how long I leave this key on. But I am going to set this camera down so you can get a better view of what I'm doing here. Move it over here. You can see the voltmeter here. So our key is still on. You can see the wait to start light is not on. The vacuum pump's running because this does have an electric vacuum pump on it. And it's trying to make vacuum and it's cold. But we are leaving the key on because the glow plugs will stay on for up to 2 minutes. And the longer you leave it on, the longer those glow plugs will be on. Now this truck does have a new stand core relay. We showed you the wiring and brand new Ford Motorcraft glow plugs. Does not have new valve cover harnesses. Did not need them when we were going through the engine. So we're going to go ahead and you can see that voltmeter dropped a little bit there. So you can see that the truck idled itself up. That's just because of the cold oil. The truck's trying to make the engine run. Now this truck does have 1540 in it, so it's nice and cold. So you're going to get a lot of strange idle, a little bit of fluctuation of idle, and it's going to be very unhappy. However, you can see that the truck will start in cold weather, even though this truck's been sitting for quite some time. And with the proper glow plug system, it will start and run even in 5-degree weather. All right, so we went in for a couple minutes. I was cold. It's cold out here still. And went in for about 5 or 6 minutes and came back out, and you can hear that this truck sounds a lot better. As the truck has been running, it gets that oil moving, gets everything kind of normalized, and then also has warmed the oil up enough to where it can idle and sound like a 7.3. So as you can see, the truck did idle very, very high and was very, very unusual, which that's normal because it does have the 1540 in it. If you wanted to improve cold starting ability, you could put a 540 in this or even a 1030. In the owner's manual, it does give you ranges on when you can use those grades of oil. It does not specify the 540. It does specify the 1030. However, I usually run 540 in my trucks whenever it's wintertime and they will be out in the cold weather. It makes it a lot easier to start. The 540 is generally synthetic, and it will help the engine start and run a little bit better. It's a little bit easier on the high pressure oil system and everything like that. One thing I do want to mention is this truck was not plugged in. You saw there was no plug to it. You could see that the coolant temperature on the gauge was cold earlier. So this was a ice cold truck when we started here. So now the climate control in this truck says -3. So it is definitely cold out. I don't know how cold it actually got, but the steel temperature of the fender was, you saw it 4 and 5 degrees. But you can see here that this truck is still in the cold range. Ammeter is charging nicely. It is idled out. The purpose of this video wasn't to do a cold start. The purpose of this video was to show you that these trucks do start in the cold whenever you have a properly maintained system. Now this is a rebuilt engine in this truck. It has been refreshed, new seals, new rings, new everything. This engine has been completely rebuilt. And then at the same time, we have the new glow plugs, we have the stand core relay, and we have that larger gauge wire running directly to the glow plug relay. Doing all of these things, even on an older engine, can really help its cold starting ability. A lot of guys don't like the 7.3s in the cold winter because they don't start. Say they have to be plugged in to start, when in reality it's just that the age of the engine and the age of the glow plug system is your hindrance. So we have another video up with the glow plugs and shows you how to properly change and what parts to use whenever you're replacing your glow plugs and your glow plug relay. And then also I showed you the upgrade on this truck with the wiring. So if you guys like these videos, I really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button, and try to keep these videos rolling for you guys. Try to keep OBS tips, 7.3 tips, try to even keep some projects rolling at the shop here. So really appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.